Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? It is your boy Sydney here with you, and it is a Tuesday afternoon here in Sydney, Australia. Good to see all of you who are tuning in today. Just got back from a barber's visit. Skin's a little irritated, but otherwise looking pretty freaking fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's smooth. And I forgot how good it feels to go to the barber. Don't worry, guys. It's okay. I'll grow it back. It's cool. It's not gone forever. It's all right. Just wanted to let you know so you guys don't freak out on me. All right. But yeah, it was just having a bit of dry skin, particularly from all of the stuff that's been going on with me the last few weeks. I haven't really had much time to look after myself in terms of hydration the way that I should have been. So the result is dry skin, and I just needed to attend to it. And so I saw my barber, right? Haven't seen my barber in a very long time. Haven't seen him in over a year. I've just been doing my own shaving, and I went into him. I was like, "What's been going on, man? Like, how you been?" And he said to me, "Oh yeah, I've been pretty good. Just been busy. You've been working out. You go to the gym, working on my car. He's a Jap car enthusiast. He's got a Nissan S15. No, it's not an S15. He's got something else. I don't know. I haven't paid attention. I'm really sorry. If I actually looked and paid attention, I'd know which car it is. Long story short, he gave me a bit of an update on what's been going on with him, and he actually said, and I said, have you you still dating that girl? I was just curious, because especially with what I talk about, it's just interesting to know these things, because I met her before and I had my own opinions, and it seemed nice enough, but also seemed like she was quite demanding in terms of time and attention. Whether she was or not, can't say. Wasn't the one spending all the time with her, but that was just my initial gauged reaction. And he said, I asked my barber, and he said, he goes, they're, such and such, and I said, yeah, that's her. He goes, no, we broke up a while ago. I was like, oh, what was the deal? He goes, man, just like, I'm so busy. I've got all this stuff going on. It's like, and then there's just a little bullshit. And I was like, let me guess, just the needing the attention all the time. And he's like, yeah, pretty much. He's like, man, I don't have time. He goes, I'm trying to, run my business here. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. He goes, and I just didn't have the time, and I didn't have the patience for the silly games. And I was like, you know what, man, I can totally relate to that and totally respect that. Yeah, Simon says, I did see the article about the lady who is taking a barbershop. I use the term lady loosely. I did see the lady who's taking a barbershop for discrimination. What a joke, honestly. Like, if he's not, and it's the same old story, right? If he had, if the guy at the barbershop had done the girl's hair and he'd messed it up because he's not trained to work on girls' hair, then she would have probably tried to sue him for that as well. So you can't win as a male barber when it comes to anything to do with women. You can just cut men's hair and hope that a woman doesn't walk in and demand a haircut. Because as soon as she comes in and demands a haircut, shit's hitting the fan whether you like it or not. It's not even your fault. Thanks, Harry. I definitely do look younger with it for sure. Just got to get this little bump taken. Guys, there's nothing serious. It's cool. I've had it for like 20 years, 30 years, whatever. I don't even remember not having it. It hasn't changed. It's not painful. It's just like there's a name for it, but it's just like just a little cyst. You just cut it out and it's done. But yeah, anyway, guys, I just thought it was funny, right? And I'm sure that you guys are going to come across people as time goes on that just realize that their time is more valuable than what is being demanded of them from a partner that doesn't necessarily bring a whole heap of value to the relationship. Obviously, if the partner does bring value and is, really looks after them and stuff, it's a bit of a different story. But when it's just a girlfriend and she's demanding all your time, it can start to cause resentment towards a girlfriend, partner, whatever the case may be, if you're spending a significant amount of your time with them or talking to them or engaging with them, because especially if you're a man and you're trying to build something, because that's what we men do, we build. Especially if you're a man and you're trying to build something and you're working hard towards it, you know, it can over time cause resentment, and that's not something that you really need to do to yourself energetically. And I've spoken about this before, guys. You know, the expectations are the breeding ground of resentment, and if you have an expectation of yourself, and by trying to meet someone else's expectations, you're not meeting your own, that can cause you to resent yourself and in turn on the person who you believe to have caused the failure on your part if you don't feel it was your fault. So, thank you for that koala meat. Koala meat is good. It is good indeed. I actually had kangaroo meat this morning. That was pretty nice too, like Australian men do. There was no soy, there was no tofu, there was no meat substitutes, as vegans like to call it. It was just real Aussie meat, and that's how it should be. Anyway, guys, I would you know, feel free to always share your stories with me. Feel free to donate if you so desire. Guys, I am going for a job interview on Thursday. I do need to let you all know that this is a job that it's part of my long game, right? It's not my not short game. This is part of the long game. The reality is that I may have to go underground somewhat if I do get this job, because the demographic of people that I will be visiting and looking after, they're definitely going to be into MGTOW somewhere at one of my stores. So, guys, I wanted to get your thoughts, and I'm not. I know some of you may have issue with what I'm about to say, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. And if you can look at the overall picture and understand things from my perspective, I'm sure that if you have a good head on your shoulders, you'll be able to get where I'm coming from. I may have to move to a hide. I may have to hide all my videos on my channels and only upload sort of self-development stuff, all of the stuff about, you know, avoiding certain types of women and single mothers and whatnot. I may have to actually move to a Patreon based thing whereby I provide the link to the video in my Patreon posts, so you can go straight to them, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to find my videos publicly. If that were the case, it would be for some Patreon subscribers only, and it would be $1 a month. I don't actually want to take that $1 a month, but it's the only way that I can do it. I can't set a specific subscriber list. You know, I can't say all my existing subscribers, let them see it, but anyone after that, you know, make it conditional. There's no way to do that. I don't have any other choice, and I certainly don't want to fuck up my long game simply because I'm insisting on my videos being visible. I will be at some point taking them back off private for sure, 100%, but I also need to look after numero uno first. So guys, if you know, please let me know in the comments if you would be open to being a Patreon subscriber at $1 per month. As I said, it's not something that I would like to do, but I just don't see an alternative if I do get this job and if I want to keep it for any period of time. It is a really good job, and it will definitely open doors for me, and it will give me the revenue that I need to be able to build the investments that I need to be able to retire, which will then enable me to have complete autonomous control. I'm not out of the matrix yet. I'm not out of the matrix yet, so I just got to be careful. And Marcus, look, definitely you will. I know more guys need to listen to me and be able to find me. And I'll be selective about the type of videos that I do post on public on YouTube. But if you want the juicy stuff, if you want the really hard-hitting, really passionate, really raw stuff, it would have to be Patreon. But I still want to definitely keep a presence online so that I can bring positivity, good vibes, and strong messages of male accountability and male positivity and positive masculinity, a good message around that. And that's not to, when I say positive masculinity, I'm not talking about a faction of masculinity that's positive. All masculinity is positive, all of it's positive. But if people want to go around calling it toxic masculinity, then I'm going to call it positive masculinity to offset that. So we're back to just masculinity, which we all know is a very, very good thing. Koala Meat says, Sydney, are you headed in the direction you wanted to go as to workmate? Yeah, so look, I'm definitely heading in the direction that I want to go. Definitely going to be a good role and definitely going to open up lots of opportunities for me. That, definitely are things, definitely I need the good income to be able to get to the point that I need to get to have the investments that I need to have so that I can walk away from the matrix and walk away from the blue pill cuckery that obviously is going on more and more in Australia. And then to be able to really, really go hard, really be brutal and savage and just unrepenting with what I say and with my message, because once I have the investments behind me that generate an income for me, I don't need to apologize to anybody, and I don't need to apologize to anybody now. However, look, the reality is, guys, employers are in damage control. They are having to pander to feminists, otherwise they're being attacked. And I don't think it's fair that if I were to be working for somebody that they put themselves in the firing line unknowingly with some of the messages that I put out and the views that I have, even though they are genuine messages, they're not necessarily well received by the people in the blue pill matrix, and we know this. So I just need to be conscious of that while I'm playing my long game. But so obviously I'll be doing my raw content on Patreon and doing my personal development and my more, I guess, reflectional stuff on here. And what I would also do is be working on the stuff that I've been saying I wanted to work towards, utilizing the money that you guys have donated to me towards that cause of working towards trying to get laws changed. Oh, beard fetish. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yes, I did shave. And beard fetish, please hear me out here, brother, because given that you are beard fetish, you'll understand what I'm going on about here. Because over the last sort of 4 weeks or so, like, I'm a little bit sick today. You guys can probably hear me sniffling and not quite the same tone of voice as usual. And basically when I get under the pump, when I get dehydrated, when I get exhausted, and when I don't get enough rest, my body kind of screams at me, and the first place to sort of flare up is like underneath my beard. So I did actually need to shave my beard off so that I can tend to that skin, and also use it to give me a bit of a better gauge of what's going on with my health, so that I can move forward from there. But I will be growing a back beard fetish, don't you worry about that. Anyway, guys, Splatman just said, can anyone explain the importance of going over the concept of pleasing yourself over and over? It seems odd. Don't know exactly. please. What you're trying to say? Oh, I mean, look, it's pretty self-explanatory that you should please yourself and not others, but it's something that a lot of people are conditioned to not necessarily do. Or people maybe inherently look after others before they look after themselves. I don't know, but whatever the case is, MGTOW Monk Templar, shaving is good, shows that manly jawline, real men shave. I reckon you can be pretty manly and pretty masculine with or without shaving, guys. I'm just gonna put it out there. Splat man, look, it is hard for some people to grasp the concept of being single. Absolutely. For some people, it's loneliness. For some people, it's the sense of the unknown or some familiarity in their life. But all right, guys, I'm gonna bounce for now. If you want to check me out on Patreon and donate $1 a month or more, feel free to go to Patreon. I put a couple of cool, quite funny Instagram posts up, instagram.com/Sydney MGTOW as well. Check me out on Minds and Twitter. I'm going to start utilizing those platforms a bit more. Brian Coley, yeah, look, you're right. If I'm going ghost, then don't refer back to your Patreon content or your account on YouTube. Look, if they want to troll me, they're going to have to pay to troll me. And that's just fine with me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce for now. I'll catch you later. Thank you so much for the good wishes. Thank you so much for the compliments. I appreciate you all. And I do look forward to catching up with you. Oh, by the way, it's Tuesday now. On Thursday, for any of you in Sydney, I'd love to see you come down to 10 Shepherd Street, Chippendale, near Broadway. On Thursday night, Stand Up Men is doing an event on the art of solo travel, what your father never taught you, and I'd love to see you guys there, especially if you haven't had a strong male role model, or you just want to learn how to travel solo, or you just, you know, want to get some more food for thought. There will be free tea, coffee, and cakes there, and Stand Up Men will be giving out a free copy of his ebook. Look forward to catching you all there. I appreciate you all. Until next time, you know how to donate, and if you want to check me out on Patreon, please do that as well. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll keep you guys updated on Thursday what's going on with that job and if I get it or not. If I don't, then false alarm, but if I do, then perfect. I'll talk to you later, guys. Peace.